If I were to go back 2 years ago when I first started copywriting and I were to sum up everything I've learned after working with millionaires and working with countless copywriting clients, helping them generate millions, then this would be the video that I would want to see. Because in this video, I'm going to share with you all these lessons, like the lessons that allow me to become a 5-10K a month copywriter, and the lessons that help my students land clients, and now I want you to have the same info. So in this video, I want to share with you 13 lessons that I learned after working with millionaires and how you can apply them. It's going to be easy to consume. It's going to be some very actionable feedback, very actionable steps, so you can land copywriting clients faster. So the first one is, you don't need to be the best copywriter to work with the best clients when you know how to position yourself and have the character traits they want to see. So the reason you don't want to be, you don't need to be the best copywriter is because the best copywriters aren't really copywriters. What they're doing is they're working on offers, they're CMOs, which is Chief Marketing Officer, they're working on other stuff. They're not just writing the copy. So copywriting, believe it or not, is just the baseline. Like making 10K a month isn't this dream that everybody talks about. It's just the baseline. Because once you get to 10K a month and you hit it consistently, once you consistently hit 5-10K a month for a few months, just like I have for the past year, you're going to start feeling very broke for being at 5-10K a month. So 5-10K a month is just the beginning. It's nothing crazy. Once you get here, you're going to realize that, oh, okay, so this is just whatever. In the USA, this is a stat I found yesterday while I was writing a VSL for a client. In the USA, if you don't make at least $1 million, you're not in the top 1%. In order for you to be in the top 1%, you need to be a millionaire. Isn't that crazy? So yeah. And when you know how to position yourself, meaning you can show authority indirectly, even if you don't have any client results, and you have the character traits they want to see, like the business owner, that's when you get hired. And how can you show these character traits? One of them is by following up with them. Because when you follow up with them, you show that you're serious, you show that you really want this, and you show that you're really serious. So if I were to give you one framework, one mental model that you can ask yourself is, what are the business traits that they would want to see, or the character traits that they would want to see? And then ask yourself, how can you show these to the client? Because I'm not just gonna tell you exactly what to do. You gotta use your own brain. That's the secret formula. So yeah. Second lesson, say yes even if you have no clue about the project. So let me give you a little story about how I lost my first $8,000 client, potential $8,000 client. It was 1 year ago. It was this 7-figure client. We had already hopped on 2 sales calls. He was sold. He had even put me in his group chat with his team. We were about to get started. I had talked with his VA, with his team, with his designers and stuff. And we're about to get started. It was this funnel that he was doing for his birthday, from what I remember. And so he asked me the price. I told him $8,000. Oh, bro, I had no results and I pitched $8,000. Anyways, that's another topic. So yeah, we get to work. And he tells me, okay, let's hop on this last call so we can set expectations and stuff. At that time, I was like, bro, I closed him $8,000 in the bank. Easy deal. Let's make some money. Let's make some cash. And what ends up happening is, before he pays the invoice, like 2 minutes before we stop the call and we can get started, he asked me something like, oh, what about text automation? Have you done this? Are you familiar with this? And at that time, I freak out, bro. I don't start panicking, of course, or anything, but he sensed that. He sensed that I wasn't really confident in what I was telling to him. So what did he do? He said, okay, fine, let's get started and stuff and blah, 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 blah. I need to talk to my team, even though I was already talking with his team, whatever. And quick story short, we never start working together. We never worked together. And that's how I lost this $8,000 client. All because I didn't just say yes. Because here's the thing. People feel the same way as you feel. So if you don't feel confident, they won't feel confident in you. So even if you don't feel confident, they're not going to hire you. Simple as that. So third thing. If you don't plan on finishing the thing, don't even start the thing in the first place. Or if you've already started, just quit. So I was having this conversation with one of my students yesterday. He's already got a premium client. He's already making good money. He's already in his dream niche. and I was asking him about his goals, his dream life and stuff. And this student of mine, he's still in college. And so I tell him, this one thing I just share with you. I'm like, okay, do you plan on finishing college? Would you like to finish it? He's like, no. Then why even continue doing it? It's like, drop out. What the fuck are you doing? This is the same thing as you wanting to get in shape, you wanting to build this crazy physique, and so you're doing all these crazy workouts, 2-hour workouts every single day, lifting weights, heavy, blah, 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 blah. You're eating 500, 200 grams of protein, whatever you're doing, and you're paying close attention to everything. But the thing is, can you fucking maintain it? Can you keep doing the thing for long enough? Or is this just temporary? What is it? And the way I see it, if you don't plan on doing the thing until it's over, until the end, don't even start it, bro. Why start running a marathon if you don't intend to complete it? Doesn't make sense to me. So, and it just derives you from the main purpose. And it just, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's why I dropped out of college 2 years ago. Actually, 1 year ago. So, the fourth thing is, don't try to take shortcuts or skip steps. Because when you do this, you're actually sabotaging yourself. Because if you, let's say this, if you don't want to master copy, if you think just your outreach is the problem, bro, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Maybe you're going to land a client, but you're not going to be able to over-deliver for him. And if you're not able to over-deliver for him, you're not going to get him results. He's not going to pay you. He's not going to keep working with you. He's not going to refer you to other business. And so you just end up in the same position. So don't try to skip steps. Don't try to take shortcuts. Because in reality, the process is the shortcut. You got to go through the steps. You got to go through the steps. If you're a fighter, but you skip running and you skip training and you skip this and you only want to spar, you're not going to go very far, are you? It's the same thing here. Just do the work that nobody else wants to do. Because the work that nobody else wants to do is what gets you the result that nobody else gets. Simple. Yeah. The other thing, if you're taking action every day, but you still don't have premium copy clients, you have limiting beliefs that you're not even aware of that are keeping you from taking the action. So let me give you a little story about that. So I was doing some self-analyzing a few weeks ago. Actually, yeah, a few weeks ago. And I was like, bro, why can't I scale? Why can't I scale to the next level? Make more money, become richer, and all this stuff. And while I was in my bed, you know, I had my phone and I was self-analyzing what came from my subconscious, I realized something crazy, something that fucking shocked me. Because limiting beliefs are the worst thing you can have. And you're not gonna know them. You're not gonna know if it's a limiting belief or not. So here's what I was afraid of. This might sound stupid, but anyway. I was afraid of making more money because I was afraid of other people. How would other people see me? What would other people view me as? How would other people treat me? What would happen to my friends? Would I keep belonging with them? This is what I realized. And it's like, bro, your brain is fucking stupid. Your brain is fucking stupid. It's this little monkey brain that you have inside that it's keeping you from getting the result you want. And until you discover that one thing that is keeping you, you're never gonna get there. You're never gonna get to those clients because you're gonna keep sabotaging. And here's another story. When I was a fighter, I'm still a fighter, bro. What the fuck am I saying? When I was starting to fight, actually, when I got in the first time in the ring, I was winning the first round. And so after that, because I didn't see myself as a winner, I saw myself just as the person who take action and just maybe loses. I was never a winner in anything in my life. Never. And so I kept sabotaging myself. I won the first round and then I kept doing bullshit and then the other person beat me. Not in a bad way, but he won. And it's like, why? Because you had limiting beliefs. And so be careful of those limiting beliefs. You gotta spot them. And that's why in like 5 hours I got this consulting call with this identity coach that I hired to come in the mentorship, do some coaching, do some Q&A, do some presentations, help the students with the identity, with the limiting beliefs. And so if you want to join, just let me know. So the other lesson is find the brotherhood of high-level copywriters just like you with the same dreams, goals, and mindset. That's where you feel like you belong somewhere. And that's the best thing I love about the mentorship. Yeah. So anyway, you gotta find this type of places, because when you're in this type of places, you feel like you belong somewhere. And when you feel like you belong somewhere, you take action in a different way, in a way that allows you to land clients, because you feel like you have friends. It's not like this thing that most copywriters go through where they're alone in their basement. They don't even go out. They don't even see the sun, bro. At one point, they don't even see the sun. And so when you do this, it really helps you. This is something that all of the students on the mentorship are telling me, and I'm so fucking happy for them. Like, find this group for you. Because here's the thing. Most people think they have a network of killers and all this crap. But bro, being around your fucking 5 college dorks who want to get into business, but they're not into business and they're just studying and doing bullshit, is not having a network. That doesn't mean you have a network. Or if you just know 10 people from your neighborhood next door, it doesn't mean you have a network with killers, bro. It's not how it goes. So anyway, so the next lesson: success is 90% about mindset and 10% about skill itself. This is a quote that Castamato, Mike Tyson's trainer, also said. He said that 90% about boxing is mindset, 10% is about skill. And this just goes back to what I shared with you earlier about the limiting beliefs, the identity. And this is something you genuinely need to fix if you feel like it's wrong. And I feel like 99% of people today, they have limiting beliefs. Whether because of the way they grew up, because of their parents, or the school programming, or because, I don't know, because here's the thing. When you're fucking 2 years old, 10 years old, whatever, and some adult tells you their opinion about the world, you're going to take that in. You're going to adopt that, whether it's true or not. And then it's so subconscious, it's so deep rooted into you that you grow up with this belief, but you don't even know it exists. Because here's the thing, beliefs are invincible barriers that we put ourselves into. We don't even know what they are. We don't even know what we believe, if you really think about it. And that's crazy. This is crazy. You don't even know what your brain believes in some cases. And that's why you need to have some coaches and stuff so they can pull things out of your brain. That's what my coaches do, and I love it. And genuinely, in my real life, bro, when I find people that make me think, when I find people that make me actually analyze stuff, I love these people, man. I love these people. So I suggest you find these people as fast as you can. So the next thing is take action every single day. This is what gets you clients. Not consuming content, not trying to find the best outreach method. Because the thing about the best outreach method, bro, there's no fucking outreach method. You sitting there and asking me what's the best outreach method is like being a fucking fat ass, like literally being super fat, obese, and you're asking me, oh, what's the best training plan? It's like, what the fuck, bro? There's no training plan. Just eat eggs, just run or walk if you can run, and do some fucking push-ups on your knees. That's the secret. That's the best training program. There's no fucking best outreach method. There's no best training program. It's all about you showing up. You're going to find the rest in the way. You're gonna find the best thing along the way. Like, tell me one fighter who started fighting and he already had his style. He already knew how to throw punches. He already knew the best combinations. No, bro. You don't fucking know this shit. You just get in the game. You just start playing the game, and you figure all this shit out along the way as you're playing. This is everything. Like, you're playing a chess game. You're going to figure out how to beat your opponent in the game. It's like there's no such thing as knowing everything before you start. You just make the jump, you just pull the trigger, and then you get the result you want. That's the way that the universe rewards you. Otherwise, why would it reward you for just sitting there and strategizing and planning and searching and whatever? No. Just get in the game and just take action. That's it. That's the secret. So another thing is, the next lesson, find a mentor who is living the dream life you want to live and has done what you want to do. And this isn't some pitch for you to join the mentorship. Little do I care if you join. But find a mentor who is actually doing the thing you want to do. He keeps doing the things you want to do. Okay, working with copywriting clients. Like, don't go to these gurus who haven't worked with clients in the past 5 years. It doesn't work like that, because things change. Outreach methods change. My outreach methods change like every fucking month, every fucking 2 months. And that's why you need a mentor who's still in the game. So another thing, find a mentor who's living the life you want to live. So if you want to, for example, work for 3 to 4 hours a day and make 10K a month, you gotta find somebody who's doing the same thing. You can't go to somebody who's working for 14 hours a day and expect that they're gonna teach you how to make 10K a month in 30 minutes a day. It doesn't work like that. If you want to get the same, if you hire a mentor, expect to get the same results they are getting. So if you're prepared to work for 14, 18 hours a day and make 10K a month, go for it. Find a mentor who's done that. If not, find somebody else. Another thing is, don't believe them. The people who say you can make it, don't believe the people who say you can make it. Because all of the people around you probably, especially if you're just starting out, they're going to have doubt, they're going to have limiting beliefs, they're going to be like, oh, what about college? What about this? What about your job? What about your safe thing? What about the certificate? What happens if copywriting thing doesn't work in fucking 10 years or something? What are you going to do then? And the thing is, don't fucking believe them. They're all lying to you. They're all lying to you. Because something I realized is, nobody's gonna give you their objective opinion. Everybody's gonna give you their subjective opinion. And so they're gonna tell you their opinion. They're gonna tell you their opinion based on their thoughts, based on what they've seen, based on what they've gone through. But they don't know you. You are the only person who knows you. You are the only person who knows what you want to do. You're the only person who knows if you can make it or not. And the truth is, you can make it. There's no reason as to why you couldn't make it. It's so easy for you to make it in this day and age, bro. It's like, if you can avoid all these lessons that I'm telling you or apply what I share with you, you're already ahead of 90% of people. It's impossible for you to fail. Look around you. Look around you. How many people are around you are consuming content non-stop? How many people are around you are watching TikTok for hours a day? How many people are watching are going on Netflix marathons every night? How many people are eating junk food and can't even function in the morning? How many people around you are fat? How many people around you can't do what they want to do because they're fucking broke, afraid, and lazy? It's like, it's impossible for you to fail. You cannot fail. You cannot fail. Just look around you. Every time you have doubt about yourself, while you're taking action, just look at what everybody else does. Here's another thing. Here's another lesson that I did not. You gotta reverse engineer what the people who have the life you don't want to have, and then do the exact opposite. So something people don't mention never is spending time around broke people. They say, don't spend around time with broke people and stuff. And it's like, spend the time around broke people. See what they're doing and don't do it. And that's how you're going to get rich. It's so simple. So simple. What do most people do? TikTok, Netflix, junk food, night outs, drinking, porn. It's just avoid this shit and you're going to be already in a good spot, bro. It's so insane. It's so insane. It's so easy to win nowadays. So next lesson. So it's going to be 14 lessons instead of 13. What the fuck? So trick your brain into loving outreaching and doing the work when it feels hard. And the reason you do this is by playing these mental movies with yourself. And let me give you an example that I apply in my training. These lessons, you can probably apply them in other areas of your life as well. Whether that's fighting, whether that's life, whether that's whatever. The lesson I want to share with you is, let me tell you this. So when I'm training, when I'm so deep, I'm hitting the pads for like 3 minutes and stuff. I'm super tired. I want to quit. I want to fall down because I'm starting to feel daisy. I'm starting to feel like I want to throw up because of how hard I train. And what I tell myself then is I start playing these movies inside of my head. I'm like, okay, if you fall down now, your family dies. Because I picture myself being in a fight. Let's say I'm in an alley, for example, and 2 guys jump us, and I gotta fight them to protect my family. And I start feeling like I want to throw up. I feel like I want to fall down on the floor. It's like, you can't do this. Because if you fall on the floor, your family dies. And these are all mental movies you can play in your brain. Now, I'm not going to give you more examples. I hope you get the point. But this is what you want to do. Or let's say you're doing copy. You don't want to do outreach anymore. And so what you do then is you visualize yourself having the car you want, having the business you want, having the house you want, having the girl you want. And so you visualize your dream life. And so when you visualize your dream life, it motivates you to keep going. Isn't it insane how this works? So, another one. Become arrogantly humble. And what I mean by that is, you gotta become arrogant, meaning you gotta feel like you're gonna be the shit, you're gonna beat everyone, you're gonna win, you're gonna make the 10K a month, you're gonna land the clients. But at the same time, you need to be humble. Because if you're not humble, you cannot learn. If your ego is too high, somebody else ahead of you is gonna give you feedback, but you're gonna reject it. And if you reject it, you're not gonna improve. And if you don't improve, you're not gonna get there. So you gotta have both. You gotta be arrogant in a way that arrogant is also called delusional. You gotta believe in things that aren't even there. And so when you become delusional, you start attracting these things. That's the law of attraction 101. I suggest you study about it. And the last thing I want to share with you, the last lesson, is to focus only on the 80-20 activities. And these are the needle moving activities. These are things like outreach, things like practicing copy. And so don't even bother by doing these little tasks that people are going to tell you in these fucking group chats, like review students copy, review Discord copy. Like the reason they're saying this crap is because they are bored to review the copy of the students. And so they're telling you, oh, review the copy, you're going to improve by that. No, you gotta find what are the bullshit activities and you gotta stop doing them. Because here's the thing, something I learned from a billionaire. It's like, the people who make the most money don't do more than you. They do less than you. They find the one thing that they need to do and then they keep doing more of that. It's not about you doing 15 different activities. It's about you finding the 2 to 3 activities that you need to do and then keep doing them. Again and again and again. And again and again and again. And again and again and again. You gotta keep doing them. That's how you get the result. Fighters, how do fighters get? They don't do 15 different things, workouts, whatever. They fight train, they run, and do some strength and conditioning. That's it. That's it. You gotta find the simple things and do the simple things. It's so easy to win nowadays, bro. Bro, if you apply these 14 lessons, then it's literally going to be impossible for you to fail. Impossible for you to fail. These are everything I've learned in the past 2 years, and I've consumed everything. I've compiled everything into 22 to 23 minutes. So yeah, hope you get some value out of this. Make sure to leave a comment down below to show me that you loved it so I can make more of these videos. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and make sure to share with your grandma. And see you soon. Peace.